feel like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you aim.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry here for Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 20. A loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they go play action with Howell. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. This defense for the Pats, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But you look at this Patriots defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Once more, Gibson.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now, this defense, they came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sly able to put
put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 5. Gibson again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Gibson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Duggan. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Patriots sit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
It's on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw away.
In the first 2 possessions, but looks like they're going back to here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That's taken on the 25. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Duggan will look to throw this. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to the ground. This time, Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
To throw is Duggan. Checking this down. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second down, Howell now. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Third and long. Here's Howell. That is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Duggan looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's got some space here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Duggan now to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing, Duggan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dugan. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown of the year. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Howell now to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play off.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Dugan completes this one to Thornton. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. Big play on 4th down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on first down. Cook. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 14-yard line.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Dugan. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves,
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. 75 yards. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Patriots 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Looking to throw. Dugan. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Down the right sideline.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action with Howell. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Again, they go with a fullback Alma. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling.
A lot of it is the takes because it loses possessions. And Pro-Am, a lot of the times, are going to be close games.
No, and then, yeah. And then I can't be down there for, like, rebounds if he takes that. So they get the board, and then their locks are out on the break, and who's the one back to defend it is Joey, and Joey doesn't have perimeter D. Or
What about me? What? Hello.
we're talking about Schneider's terrible takes.
Oh, like what? Oh, I thought you meant like his takes. I said like his just like thoughts. Yeah, no, they're pretty bad. He fell in love with the reverse layup years ago, and
he still does it. He just constantly does it. No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, he just doesn't have a lot of games under his belt. Like,
too.
I just did the math. He's only got 17 games of rec and pro-am combined.
Yeah.
Like, that's not. It's not enough.
No, he's playing too much my career.
No, and that's another thing.
That's not even helpful. It's not even. Like it's not helpful. It doesn't make you better.
Oh, I average 60 points a game.
I don't care what difficulty you play on.
No, because the AIs don't play right.
I literally just go in the corner and fucking get the ball and shoot over it. That's all I got. All I got fucking corner. Like it's real.
Yeah, and the AIs don't play like people do, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
like it's,
and Schneider's driving in and fucking wherever it's fucking goes. It's not good. Nothing's gonna do it.
I really, this is again a better problem for you. Is he does not shoot when he's open ever.
No.
That bothers me. Like he's looking to ISO.
And then he has the same excuse every time. Where he's like, I don't think you passed it to me. I thought you'd go timeout. It's like just shoot it anywhere. Like I don't care if you miss it. Like if I see someone open, I'm running to the basket for the rebound. Like just shoot it. If you miss it, you miss it. I'll try and get the fucking rebound. But if you miss it, then get back. Because like that's a thing. Like if I'm running down for a fucking rebound and I don't get it,
I shoot at least 2 free boards a game, at least.
Yeah.
Fucking that's the whole point. If I set the pick and the center steps up and there's 4 on the clock, I'm like, well, fuck it. I mean, there's no center down there.
Like he's just, I don't know. I mean, he hasn't played